Hi everyone, I'm Jim and welcome with the Spectral Sorrows, the third record by the band Edge of Sanity. Last month we celebrated the 30th anniversary of the record and I forgot to review it, so I'm doing it today. I've already reviewed some of the records, so go check those videos out. My story with this band is quite simple. My sister showed me their music back when I was like 3 or 4 years old. She was a big fan of Dan Sweeney's music, so she had all of the Pandemonium, Edge of Sanity, Moon Tower cassette tapes. I loved listening to that stuff back then and I still do. So the lineup on this record is Dan Sweeney on the vocals, piano, guitars and on the production. He's the mastermind behind this project. We also have Benny on the drums, Sammy on the guitars and Andreas on the guitars, bass, and he does vocals on 3 of the tracks. The production here is raw but in a good sense. We've got no clipping, no loudness war, the sound of the guitars and the vocals is top notch. The drums could have sounded better, especially the snare, but everything else is on point. Message is diverse. The songs are mostly about personal struggles, society, mortality, diseases, atrocities like war, rape, famine, depression, etc. Structure of the tracks is between basic and advanced. Usually we've got an intro, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, bridge that has like 2 to 3 segments. Then we go to the verse or a chorus and then the outro. Sometimes it's slightly different. When it comes to the music on this record, it's mostly melodic death metal with progressive death metal influences, but we have some songs that have only old school death metal vibe and also one song that has a strong gothic metal aesthetic to it. Also that Manowar cover sounds more like a heavy / power metal song, obviously. Also the 12th song, Feeding the Charlatan, however you pronounce that, has more of a hardcore punk vibe to it. You can truly feel that this record is a start of big experiments for this band, because the previous records weren't as adventurous. The album opens with the title track, which is an intro with no vocals. For the first minute there are only guitar riffs here, then the drums kick in and that's it. It's short but sweet, it's okay. 7 out of 10. Dark Day is the first real song here and the first thing I'm going to notice about it is the drumming. It's there for the entire record. The drummer is very talented. I love his double bass work, the blast beats, the tempo changes, the grooves, they are all here. Next we've got the bass work. It's not that audible and mostly follows the guitars. Next we've got the guitar work and that's my favorite part about this release. I love the tremolo riffs, the guitar solos, the lead guitar work, the melodeath riffs mixed with those more groovier ones. We also have here some proggy riffs, some more rock and roll-ish here and there, and that's all fine. The variety is astonishing and I do enjoy that. Then we have all of the keyboard and synth elements. There aren't many of them here, but they do work and they enrich the sound of the songs. Last but not least we've got the vocals here and I just love all of them. The screaming, the shouting, the yelling, the growling. Some of the clean vocals are also amazing, the rest not so much, but yeah, the vocals do work on this record. Going back to Dark Day, this is one of my favorite songs on this release because of the main guitar riff, the drumming, the atmosphere of this song. It reminds me of simpler times, truly a melodeath classic. I love that main guitar riff, the outro and the bridge part, just everything. 10 out of 10. While Dark Day had that melancholic aesthetic to it, Living Hell is the other way around. It's a very dark and scary song, it's heavy. It's basically about a woman being raped by her father, I think. I love the main guitar riff here, the drumming, the evil sounding riffs. The melodic death metal ones also happen here and they are amazing. I love this song, but some of the guitar riffs in the bridge part are not for me. Everything else slaps. 9 out of 10. Lost. This is one of my all-time favorite Edge of Sanity tracks. I love the vocal performance here. All of the guitar riffs, they're just so memorable, so fun to listen to. The chorus, the verses, the bridge part, just everything. 10 out of 10. The Mask is another highlight of this release. I love the intro here, how it changes 3 times. Like, we've got the main evil sounding guitar riff, then it changes to a more playful one, like a rock and roll vibe, and then we get a melodeath one, is just so beautiful, and then of course they will repeat all of them in some parts. But we also get some newer guitar riffs, they are also amazing. Like, this entire song is a journey, and I love every section here. The vocals, the guitar riffs, the bass lines, the drumming, just everything. 10 out of 10. Blood of My Enemies. Now this is a Manowar cover, and I prefer this version over the original one because I don't like Manowar because of the vocals, and also because the members are pedophiles, so yeah. But this cover is nice, I do enjoy it. The vocals are okay, some of them do not sit well with me, but most of them do, and the instrumental work is fabulous. 9 out of 10. Jesus Christ. Now this is a song that I love the chorus and the intro. The verses are okay, the bridge great, the outro, well, that yelling, I don't know. 8 out of 10. Across the Fields of Forever. Now this is another highlight of this release. I love this song so much, like the instrumental work is flawless with those beautiful guitar riffs and the drumming and the atmosphere, and then the chorus and the bridge. But sadly I don't enjoy that talking throughout the verses, that I wish there were no vocals there because that kinda ruins it for me, but everything else is on point. 9 out of 10. On the Other Side, another very underrated song. I love the intro, the guitar riffs, the atmosphere of this one, and even the clean singing at the end. That's actually my favorite part, that outro with that beautiful guitar riff and the vocals. It's so emotional. 9 out of 10. Sacrificed. Now this is my least favorite song on the record. This is the gothic metal song. I don't know what they were thinking recording this one. I mean, it's not bad. It kinda reminds me of that Fear Factory song Cars, which was a cover of Gary Newman. Yeah, it was just so weird, and this song is also weird. Like, it seems so out of place on this album. Like, I did not expect it at all the first time I've heard this album years ago, but it's okay, it's not bad. The vocals, not for me, just fine. The music, okay, the drumming, a little bit too much for me as well, but overall it's not bad. Like, I don't hate it, I never skip it, it's, yeah, okay. 7 out of 10. Waiting to Die is the darkest and heaviest song on this release. I just love that main guitar riff, the intro and the verse. The chorus also slaps. The bridge has fantastic guitar melodies. This is a banger. It has slight Melodeath influence in the chorus, but besides that, this is a pure old school death metal banger, and I love every single second of it. 10 out of 10. Feeding the Charlatan. Now this is that hardcore punk sounding song. Love the vocal performance here. I think it's not done, but the other dude, love that screaming, it's so full of anger and just passion. Love the guitar riffs here, the atmosphere of this song. It's such a nice change of pace compared to the other tracks. Truly a standout song. 10 out of 10. A Serenade for the Dead. Now this is the outro with no vocals, and it's okay. It's on the same level as the title song. I like listening to it. It has that video game vibe to it. 7 out of 10. To sum it all up, the consistency is stable and the flow is fitting repetitively. Yeah, it's an excellent release. Could have been a masterpiece if it wasn't for that Sacrificed song and the intro and outro, because those songs are like, okay, but I don't need them, and everything else is on point. My favorite songs here are Waiting to Die, Feeding the Charlatan, Across the Fields of Forever, On the Other Side, The Mask, Lost, Dark Day, and Living Hell. These tracks are just phenomenal. I love them. I love the variety of this record, how every song has its own distinct identity. You cannot mistake any song here. Like, Dark Day is not similar to Waiting to Die or Sacrifice or On the Other Side in any single way, so That's very nice. This is one of my favorite albums from 1993, it still holds up to this day. Celebrate University by spending it today, it deserves your love and attention. That's all from me, thank you for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, follow me on my Instagram, links in the description, I will see you in my other videos. Also consider becoming a member of my channel so I can make you an album review, or maybe a Dominic cover. That's all, bye!